Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Ten yards still left on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Such a solid defensive effort a week ago, and they'll be looking to carry that forward into this one.
And confidence grows. Every time you have a great performance, you think the next one's going to be even better. That's where this defense is today.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the back goes into motion.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Over.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This will be caught at the 2. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a quarter, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. He'll they'll drop to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at that. No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
No. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And they'll go on the ground. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. 2 minutes. minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out now come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green. 35.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back that it up. Now let's go. Back that it up, Philly. Here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Back to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And to give this time to the tailback. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 20. Three-yard line. Second down following the run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets take possession. New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! God! Back down in Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. God.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's a first down for the Jets.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Detroit!
Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First and goal here from the 9. Now they try the right side here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll run it here. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Leopard. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Returnable here from the 38, and he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Shift together here from the D-line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet, how many timeouts are left, how many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They come up in an offset eye. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now here's a carry heading left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Second down and 4. Halfback sent in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
But we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Well, Charles, the forecast called